everyone, it's Liz of Consumed by Books, and this is what I got in my mailbox this week. I received one book for review, and that is Sweetly, which is by Jackson Pearce. This is a retelling of the fairy tale Hansel and Gretel. I don't remember if that one is Hans Christian Andersen or Brothers Grimm, but I'm very excited to read it because I really liked Hansel and Gretel as a child, and it is a companion novel to Sisters Red, which is a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood. My hope is to read Sisters Red, review it, and then read and review Sweetly. I haven't read any of Jackson's books yet, but I enjoy her YouTube channel, and they look very good. Next up, I got A Wrinkle in Time Quintet box set by Madeleine L'Engle. I actually needed this particular edition of A Wrinkle in Time for a class this fall, so I took that as an excuse to buy this box set. They look really good, so I'm excited. Next up, I have Epic Fail, which is by Claire Lazebnik. This is apparently a Pride and Prejudice retelling. Aside from that, I don't know too much about it. It looks contemporary. I may feature this on my blog for next Jane in June, which is hosted by Misty over at the Book Rat, so we'll see. Next up, I got a copy of The Adoration of Jenna Fox, which is by Mary E. Pearson. I believe that this one was first released in 2008 sometime, and it originally had a cover that was, I believe, a girl, or just a pair of hands holding a blue butterfly over some grass as a background. And I have to say, I'm a much bigger fan of this cover. I tend to like futuristic covers on dystopian novels. For example, I prefer the new covers of the Ugly series. Anyways, I've heard a lot of really high praise about this book, especially from Christy over at The Story Siren, who says this is one of her favorites, so I'm very much looking forward to checking it out. And hopefully I mentioned that it's dystopian. I actually have another dystopian book to show you now. I got Awaken, which is by Katie Kavinsky. This is about a society where people don't actually do people don't actually meet in person. I think they do everything digitally. At least that's what I understand from what I've heard about it. I was reminded of this premise when I was reading Alone Together by Sherry Turkle, and it made me very curious to read this book, so I picked up a copy. And I did make a half-price books run this week. I got rid of a huge tote bag full of books, and they had very good selection when I was in, so I got some other awesome stuff, most of which I've actually already read. So I completed my series of unfortunate events in hardcovers. I got The Hostile Hospital, which is book 8 in the series, The Reptile Room, which is book 2 in the series, and The Slippery Slope, which is book 10 in the series. I read all of these when I was a teenager and really enjoyed them, so I'm happy to have them all now. I got a copy of The Luckiest Girl, which is by Beverly Cleary. Read this one again as a teenager, and it was very good. I have one of her other books up here somewhere, Sister of the Bride. Next up, I got a copy of Audrey Waite, which is by Robin Benway. This is one that has gotten a lot of praise from bloggers. And I have Robin's other book, The Extraordinary Secrets of April, May, and June, which is also supposed to be quite good. So hopefully I enjoy this one. This has been at my half-price books all summer, and they only had 2 copies left, so I finally just went for it. Next up, we have a copy of The Wanderer, which is by Sharon Creech. Again, read this one as a teenager for my mother-daughter book club, actually, and I fell in love with it at the time. So I'm very super psyched to finally have my own copy because I've been meaning to get one. I'm really hoping to do a Sharon Creech big reread soon because I think she's a very underrated author, and I actually included this in my top 10 underrated books post. And lastly, we have The Vast Fields of Ordinary, which is by Nick Bird. This is actually one that I've heard a lot about from Brent over at the Naughty Book Kitties. Don't know too much about it, but I think it's a contemporary read about a gay main character. Yeah, that's really all I know about it, but it sounds really interesting. I've heard good things, so I'm gonna try it. Anyways, that's everything that I got in my mailbox this week. So be sure to let me know what you got. Leave a link in the comments below, and I will come and take a look. Happy reading, everybody. Bye.